Terence Crawford attitude and his delusion is going to be his downfall. I don't know who is a part of Terence Crawford's team or who can get through to this man, who he confides in or who he, talks to, who is his manager. I don't know. Anybody on Terence Crawford's team needs to be able to talk to him, needs to be able to tell him the truth, because this man really believes that he's a threat to Canelo Alvarez's legacy. Now, we done seen Canelo Alvarez get outboxed 3 times already. 3 times. He said that, and I'm just paraphrasing, but Terence Crawford stated that Canelo Alvarez basically avoiding a fight with Terence Crawford because afraid of the fact that Terence Crawford could come up from a lower weight division. He can move, he can outbox him, potentially knock him out, so on and so forth, which we all know that won't happen. Anybody with eyes or with any smidget of IQ pretty much have enough knowledge and common sense to know that that's just not possible. Terence Crawford is not about to go up 3 weight divisions or 2 weight divisions and just knock out Canelo Alvarez. But what he fails to understand is this. He thinks that Canelo Alvarez fans, it'd be embarrassing to his fans for him to lose to Terence Crawford. But Canelo Alvarez is not worried in the slightest about Terence Crawford. As I said, Terence Crawford isn't bringing anything different to the table than what we witnessed with Floyd Mayweather, when Floyd Mayweather outboxed and outclassed Canelo Alvarez for 12 rounds. We watched him get outboxed by Landy Lara. We watched him get outboxed by Bivol. So what are you bringing different to the table that we're going to be so shocked by? It's not like we've never seen him get outboxed before. So you're not doing something that's going to be so astonishing, something that's going to shock the world. And Canelo Alvarez has the Mexican fan base behind him who are going to support him. They're loyalists. It's only with mostly black fighters who has a black audience who will probably turn against you once you lose. Canelo Alvarez is just not going to lose and then his fans is going to turn on him or they're going to look at him any different. No, that's not how that works. You're just upset that you're out of the Canelo sweepstakes. And Canelo has no interest in fighting you whatsoever. Canelo don't need you. You need Canelo. And now we have begging Bud. Just begging for a payday. Please, Canelo, could you please pay my bills? Could you please pay for me to get a manicure and a pedicure? Please, Canelo. I need to be able to upkeep the mortgage on my house. I need to be able to pay my rent, Canelo. I'm going to try to use all the mind manipulation and reverse psychology just to persuade you to fight me. You know I'm a threat to your legacy. I'm a threat. Canelo ain't worried about you, bruh. And it's laughable because you were so eager to get out of negotiations. You were so eager to get out of that contract with Errol Spence in a rematch because you thought that you could free yourself as if you were Fantasia. You thought you was Fantasia and you was going to free yourself and you was going to go out here and make a huge payday. And guess what? It backfired. You only made $2.5 million and now you back to struggle Bud. Bob Arum said they didn't make no money on you, bruh. See, Crawford's intentions, he was hoping and praying that he could secure a Canelo fight. See, no matter what you do, your karma will catch up with you. The bad things and how you treated people in the past, trying to be bully Bud, trying to intimidate trainers and belittling people, that cocky arrogance, you cheating, all that stuff is starting to catch up with Terence Crawford. And he got away with it for so long, but now it's starting to come back to haunt him. You can only get away but for so long. So his intentions were that he was going to get out of that contract with Errol Spence for the rematch, and he was going to chase a huge Canelo payday. He was adamant about pursuing that fight. He just knew in his mind he was going to get that fight. You're not going to get it. Now he's trying to guilt Canelo Alvarez into taking that fight, but Canelo don't need you. Your options are starting to dwindle. Terence Crawford don't have that many options to make a huge payday. As I said, his delusion will be his downfall. His delusion led him wanting to link up with Victor Conte, a known drug cheat who's known for knowing how to circumvent the testing, a guy who's known for making undetectable steroids. Your delusion led you to him and led you to believe that you will be able to get away defeating Errol Spence, battering and bruising, being on snack, and thinking that you're going to get away with it when it's going to backfire and it's going to come back to haunt you. Your delusion led you to get out of the Spence rematch because you wanted to chase a bigger payday. You thought that the grass was greener on the other side, but you only made 2.5 million. The voices that you hear in your head is spreading nothing but delusion. And now you're even buying into your own hype. Your delusion is going to be the reason that you lose. Oh yeah, Terence Crawford is going to lose eventually. It's going to happen because the man needs to be humbled. It's going to catch up with you eventually. It's all going to catch up with Terence Crawford. But Canelo Alvarez is way out of your league. Terence Crawford doesn't even have the look of a superstar. He doesn't have the charisma. He doesn't have the personality. His delusion is leading him to believe that he can face lesser competition. But what's going to happen is he's going to get in there with somebody that he believes is lesser competition and that he could cheat. And he's not going to be able to wear those busted gloves. And he's going to lose. His delusion is leading him to believe that he doesn't need Jerron Boots Ennis and that he's that much more popular than Jerron Boots Ennis to give Jerron Boots Ennis a chance at a title shot. Terence Crawford is an ESPN fighter at best. Terence Crawford is just a straight to VCR fighter.